The SVI Sports Network returns now with more live coverage of Bear Lake High School sports.
All right, and good evening and welcome to American Falls High School. As tonight, the Bear Lake Bears are going to be taking on the American Falls Beavers. I'm Nate Matthews here with you in place of Jared and Lisa. Jared and Lisa on their way to Boise. And if you think we're on the air late tonight, ladies and gentlemen, we are. A little 30-minute delay. Tip-off went from 7 o'clock to 7:30. Crash up on Georgetown Summit and rerouted the entire team. So we're actually yet to see the Bears take the floor. It looks like they're coming out right now, as a little bit late getting here. We got here on time, got everything set up, but just kind of waiting to go live. But let's take a look at what's going on around 4A tonight. As tonight we've got Buell taking on Gooding, as the winner will play the loser of Kimberly and Filer on Monday. As we here in the 5th District, we've got obviously tonight's game between Bear Lake and American Falls, as the loser is out and the winner will play the loser of Snake River and Marsh Valleys. Those two tipping it off, probably underway right now on the NFHS network. That one should have tipped off around 7 o'clock, as Snake River should come out with the victory on that one, as they are ranked 2nd in the state. Filer and Kimberly taking facing off tonight, I can speak, as the winner advances to the championship game, and the loser plays the winner of Buell and Gooding in a loser-out game. Like I just said earlier, Marsh Valley and Snake River playing tonight, as the winner advances to the championship game, and then the loser plays whoever wins this game at 7 o'clock on Friday. So if Bear Lake comes out on top tonight, they will be playing again on Friday at 7 o'clock against probably Marsh Valley. Snake River, a phenomenal team this year, 21-1 on the season, as they are just having a phenomenal run. Also going on at the 4A level, we have Teton taking on Sugar Salem over there in Sugar City. Winner advances to the championship, and the loser plays South Fremont Friday in a loser-out game. As tonight's game looks like American Falls is the 5th ranked team in the state, as their power ranking is about 8.5, and Bear Lake is down at the 17th spot with a -8 rating. So American Falls, if you're going by the Max Preps rankings, should be about a 17-point favorite tonight, as with the home court advantage, I'd put that around 22 points, give or take. Obviously, playing on your home court is going to make that a little bit easier, as it does. Should be a pretty good game tonight. Bear Lake, I think, coming in with a lot of, you don't have anything to lose. You're coming in as a 20-point underdog. You just as well go out, put your best foot forward, and take it all on as long as possible. I mean, this team, the longer they can hang into this game tonight against American Falls, these Beavers, pesky team, really well coached. They've had a couple of stud athletes, as we know, and Bear Lake has played this team a couple of times already this year. As the previous games this season, we have played American Falls twice this year. American Falls winning the last matchup by a final score of 56-27. And then previously in Bear Lake, the final score for that one was 70-50. As if you remember right, Bear Lake actually had one of their best offensive showings in that game. I think 50 points in the game. I mean, you really got to be happy with that if you're Bear Lake. It's just the defense. I think you're going to have to find some sort of defensive identity in this game. Maybe switch things up a little bit. I don't necessarily know, but you can't give up 70 points tonight and expect to win this game. You've got to play smart, fundamentally sound basketball. And yeah, that's pretty much what we got going on tonight. As we're going to take a 2-minute break, we'll bring it back with more of the pregame show right after this on the SVI Sports Network.
Bear Lake Dental in Montpelier is where kindness and dentistry meet. Our friendly, talented team have years of experience in providing compassionate service and high-quality dental care. Dr. Micah Himmerick, Dr. Monty Weston, and a full staff of dental experts are here to help you create a new smile. Visit Bear Lake Dental at 215 South 4th Street in Montpelier. Online at bearlakedental.com or give us a call at 208-847-0153. Bear Lake Dental, creating happy, beautiful smiles.
Bear Lake Drug in Montpelier is your full-service pharmacy, including prescription refills and medications. Bear Lake Drug also offers services such as rapid strep test, rapid influenza test, and medication synchronization. Ask your pharmacist for more details at Bear Lake Drug on Washington Street in Montpelier. Visit BearLakeDrugID.com. That's BearLakeDrugID.com. It's your local drugstore and a whole lot more. Bear Lake Drug.
When it's time for a brake job, go with Napa Silent Guard. Built with fiber-reinforced shims and rubber-coated hardware that reduce noise and provide an exact fit for the life of the pad. Available now at Napa. Give your engine the attention it deserves with Napa Full Synthetic Engine Oil. Its advanced formulation delivers faster flow and temperature protection in the harshest driving conditions, elevating engine performance by helping it run cleaner, longer. Available now at Napa.
We take all the decisions and explain them and make it easier for everybody to understand.
We bring a uniqueness to it, and we try to make sure everything is positive and happy and people have a good experience.
People come in and sign papers and they leave and they're happy, they get their house. I like that.
When we hand you that deed to your home, there's not going to be anything that's going to come up later that's going to hurt.
You're watching Bears basketball with Jared and Lisa on the SVI Sports Network.
All right, and we are back live here at American Falls High School. I'm not Jared, and you're not Lisa, but I am joined tonight by Luke Kelsey, as we're going to kick off our pregame show tonight with some keys to the game. So what do you got tonight?
So
keys to the game.
I'll start off with energy. I think if our boys come out with some good energy and want to get after it, I think we've got a chance. And also, I'd also just say limiting turnovers. And, energy, no turnovers or a few turnovers. And I think that if our boys will play hard, we'll have a shot at it at the end.
I agree with that. I think coming out, and like I said earlier, the longer you can hang into this game, if you're Bear Lake, the better. You don't want to let not Marsh Valley, American Falls come out early, put their foot on the gas pedal, and take over this game.
Well, and I would add too, Nate, that like the pressure's on American Falls. They probably should have beat Marsh Valley tonight, and they want to keep playing, and so pressure's all on them. Our boys can play relaxed and just work hard and keep trying to get better, and so that might play a little bit into it too. If American Falls comes out tight, not wanting to lose, and not shooting the ball well, then the longer our boys stay in the game, the better chance we have to come out with the W.
Yeah, for sure. And I think the offense down there, especially with a few of these players, Bear Lake has a lot of young talent on this team. Tate Ewing has been really impressive the last few games. And obviously a lot of the guards have potential to be great. Jack Hume or Caden Anderson, those guys can put on a show. So, like you said, the longer Bear Lake hangs in there, they can play easy, they can play free, and not really have to worry. I think that's a great key to the game.
Well, and these guys like playing basketball. They don't want to be done. They'd like to play another game, see what happens. So I think they'll work hard, and hopefully we get a good game tonight.
Yeah, that's kind of what I'm hoping for. Bear Lake coming into this, probably with the Max Preps power rankings, 17-point underdog. With the home court advantage, you could probably push that out to around 20 points, give or take a little bit. But I think, Bear Lake, like you said, comes out, plays free, plays loose. That's a great idea. I think my key to the game tonight is going to be Bear Lake's got to find a way to shut down Adair on the interior. Austin Adair, American Falls' offense runs pretty well exclusively through Austin Adair, the senior, wearing number 2 tonight. Had over 20 points in Bear Lake, if I remember right. And then here in American Falls had around 15 points. He is a force to be reckoned with and quite possibly one of the best athletes in our district. So the main key is going to be shutting down Adair on the inside. I think another thing for Bear Lake is finding a defensive identity. I know I kind of sound like a broken record when I talk about Bear Lake needs to be able to play, a smart brand of defense. But, when you're giving up 70 points in the last few games you've played, it's really hard to win a game when you're giving up that kind of point total, because 70 points, you're not often going to outgun that. So you've got to come out. I've said all year, if you can limit another team to 50 points or less, it gives you a better chance of being in the game down the stretch.
Yeah. So I'll add too in there, Nate, that we need to avoid the dry spells when we'll hang in with the team for a bit, and then we'll have 4, 5, 6, 7 possessions where we don't score, and we have to avoid those. We got to match their points, and when they hit a 3, we got to come down and answer, and so that'll be a challenge tonight. I also agree with the stopping Adair. He's a good player. He's very versatile and strong, jumps well, and he's a hard kid to guard because you try to match up his size, and he's a little quicker, and then you put somebody a little bigger on him like Logan Keach, and he's just too quick, and so he's a hard matchup for us. But I think we've got a chance if we throw a few guys at him and try to push him around a little bit. I think maybe we'll have a chance to slow him down.
And you talk about dry spells, and I think that's a great point to bring up there. As if you remember right, the last game, I'm going to say that all night. American Falls wins that one. Final score was 56-27 in that one. And if you remember right, there was a lot of stagnant offense, especially in the first half. If I remember right, halftime score was around 25-9. I know Bear Lake was under 10 points until almost halfway into the third quarter. As there was a really long dry spell in that game where it just seemed like Bear Lake couldn't get anything going. And it really wasn't like Marsh Valley was putting up, I'm going to say that all night, I'm telling you. American Falls was putting up all that many points either. It was just, when you're only putting up 9 points in the half and then well into the third quarter, that's a rough thing to deal with. You can't really overcome that typically.
Yeah, so true. I won't talk about this too much, but we are a young team and we are building for the future. So any confidence we can get our guys tonight and get them feeling good for next year is really important. So yeah, looking to see some of our younger players continue to grow and get better. And tonight, and Saturday, if it's possible, then we want to get them a good experience and keep them getting better.
It's worth talking about. I know we're watching the boys tonight, girls tomorrow at the state tournament up there in Boise, taking on McCall Donnelly. Tip-off for that game, 2 o'clock. That should be a pretty exciting game. Excited to watch the girls, compete up there at state. Jared and Lisa headed up there right now. As figured we should preview that tournament.
Yeah.
So what are you looking for tomorrow?
So yeah, we're favored to win that game, and the girls, just a lot of experience, and both in the state tournament and just as athletes going into the volleyball, state tournament and winning that state championship. And I just feel like our girls are primed to have a great tournament. We moved up to 4A, so there's going to be, tougher competition, taller, stronger, faster girls. But I think we're in a good spot. McCall Donnelly, we're favored. They'll be ready to play though. It's the state tournament and they made it, and so they'll be a good team. But I think if we play a good game, we should come out on top, and then we'll face that winner of South Fremont and Fruitland, and South Fremont's got a good ball club.
They do.
We'll need to be ready to go.
A couple of great athletes there. From my understanding, one of their guards is committed to the University of Montana, as they are a great team. I would imagine they'll be taking on South Fremont in the semifinals if they can make it past, of course, McCall Donnelly. We talk about the girls' team, and if you think about it, the boys' team currently reminds me a lot of the girls' team. If you remember a couple of years ago, a young, inexperienced group, they kind of took their lumps, and then they learned from it, went out, won a state championship, and now they're up there competing for another one. So I think, this team is actually can take a lot of motivation from that and hopefully come out in this game and put up a good fight. But that's previewing tomorrow's game against McCall Donnelly, as we're about to have the national anthem here. We'll take about a 2-minute break, and we'll bring it back in time for starting lineups here on the SVI Sports Network.
Here at Bear Lake Memorial Hospital, we have the honor of having a great radiology team. They've been recognized at the state level of being the best in their field. In our radiology department, we are able to provide MRIs, CT scans, X-rays, mammograms, ultrasound, echocardiograms, nuclear medicine, and DEXA scans.
I'm Ben Olson. I'm an orthopedic surgeon and just joined Bear Lake Memorial. I'm originally from here in Bear Lake, graduated in 1997, went to undergrad in Pocatello at Idaho State, went to med school in Missouri, residency in Ohio, practiced in Northeastern Oregon for the last 11 years. I'm excited to come back home. You kind of grow up doing a lot of outdoor stuff like hiking and hunting and fishing, and that's kind of what we would do as a family. Now, as your kids get older, your life is focused around them, so then you chase them around with all their sporting activities, and that's been a lot of fun. Probably the thing I love the most is taking somebody that can't find relief and offering them a surgical alternative and seeing the change that can happen. My goal for my patients is to earn your trust and take you through that journey and offer them some relief from what they're suffering from.
Hi, I'm Dr. Reynolds. I work here at Bear Lake Memorial Hospital. I'm a family physician trained in rural family medicine, and then I also do sports medicine. I grew up in Provo, Utah, played football at BYU, medical school at the University of Utah, then did my residency at the Family Medicine Residency of Idaho, and then after residency came here. I love the beauty, the place geographically here. I love the people, and I love that there's a certain type of get-it-done person that lives here and thrives here. Really any sports me and my family love. Jet skiing, being on the lake, ATVs, power sports, that kind of stuff. I think what I want you to know more than anything else is that I'm here for you, that I take that duty to you very seriously, and I want to provide you with the information or the guidelines that you need to make a good decision, and that I have your best interest at heart.
All right, back here at American Falls High School as we are about ready for starting lineups here for this district matchup between the Bear Lake Bears and the Marsh Valley Beavers. Should be a good game tonight. Pretty excited. Going to pick up the starting lineups as we go here. As starting for the Bears, it's going to be number 3. That's Caden Anderson. We've got number 4. That is the senior Kaysen Warner. Number 11, the sophomore guard, that is Jack Hume. Number 22, that's Brox Birch. And number 24, number 24, that is Tate Ewing. Bear Lake Bears coached once again by Trevor Ward, Matt Tarbett, Nate Wuthrich, Jesse Birch, and Kyle Parkinson. Had to think about it for a second. Whew. As we are going to pick up the Marsh Valley American Falls lineups as we go. If I call them Marsh Valley one more time,
I'm gonna start charging Nate for calling Marsh Valley.
Starting for the Beavers tonight, it's going to be a junior, number 1, Sawyer Bolgan. And number 2, that's the senior Austin Adair, as they call him Adair, and for good reason. He is the star of this team. Number 3, starting the senior Dax Brower. Number 4, Zach Grigg, the junior. And number 5, Callan Hernandez, the junior. As that's a pretty easy starting lineup to remember number-wise. 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. You can't get much easier than that.
They made it very convenient for us.
Man,
I think all teams should have to do that.
I know.
Yeah.
It's like back in the day when you had the Yankees playing back in the 30s. It was 1 through 9 based on the batting order. That is ideal. As we are about ready to tip this one off, as Broxton Birch in the center, about to tip it off with Austin Adair, as this should be great game. We're about to get this one underway in a winner moves on, a loser is out game here in American Falls. Ball is in the air and controlled by the Bears as Anderson comes down with it, dribbles it into the front court, kicks it over onto the wing to Hume. Back to Anderson, back to Hume. Back over to Anderson at the top of the key, back over to Hume on the wing. Hume fires the 3, it's good.
It's a great start.
Big
great
3 ball there from Bear Lake.
Nice shot, Jack.
As an early 3-0 lead coming into the front court, that is Grigg. Grigg goes to Brower. Brower back to Grigg. Grigg across to Bolgan. Over to Adair. Back to Grigg. Grigg's going to drive the baseline. Kick it back out to Adair. Up top to Brower. Over into the corner to Bolgan. Back up top by the Beaver logo. And around to Hernandez. Back cross court over to Brower. Brower looking for a man. Kicks it back to the top of the key. Swings it over to the other side. That is Grigg with the belt high dribble. Goes inside to Adair. Adair muscles it up. No good. Great defense there from Kaysen Warner. Birch with the rebound.
Our defense did a really good job of making them use the entire shot clock and take a shot that they really didn't want to take at the end there.
Bringing it into the front court is Anderson. He swings it over onto the wing to Ewing. Back up to Anderson. Over to Hume. Hume back to Anderson. Anderson looks to drive. Kicks it back out. Hume's going to drive. Euro steps, and he's going to take one step too many. That's going to be a travel.
I like the penetration. That's a good idea Jack had to try to get the ball inside. He just keeps swinging around the outside. And Jack tried to drive in, but, took one too many steps.
Back to live action as bringing it into the front court is going to be Grigg with the belt high dribble. He kicks it over onto the wing to Bolgan. Back to Grigg. Grigg swings it inside to Adair. Good look. Misses it, but there's going to be a foul on the play.
Bronx moved his feet, got in front of him, but Adair jumped up into him, and you're going to get that call more often than not when they jump up into you. But I felt like Bronx had pretty good position.
Yeah, Adair is just a great athlete, and he's going to draw that foul most times. First free throw on its way, and it's going to be short off the front of the iron. He'll have one more here as score is 3-0. Bears with the early lead. We've got 6:37 left in the first.
Back in the day, we could just stall for the rest of the game and be just fine, but that shot clock.
Second free throw from Adair is good, and it looks like there's a lane violation. It looks like Kaysen Warner got a little excited, stepped over the line. It'll be American Falls basketball.
they showed a token press there, and Kaysen just didn't quite get that foot to stay in bounds.
Back to live action here for the Beavers as it's up top with Bolgan. Bolgan looking for a cutter. Kicks it over onto the baseline. Back up top to Bolgan. Over to Adair. Back to Bolgan again. Bolgan with the belt high dribble. Drives the lane. Kicks it to Grigg.
Yeah.
Grigg throws it wide out of bounds. It'll be Bear Lake basketball.
Defense
Big turnover.
is moving really good right now. They're rotating really good to the shooters and making American Falls swing the ball quick and just a bad pass there out of bounds.
Anderson and Hume playing catch in the backcourt, work it into the front court to Warner. Back to Anderson, over to Hume. Hume back to Anderson. Anderson swings it back to Hume, back to Anderson. Anderson underneath to Birch. Birch goes to Ewing. Ewing has a good look from three. It's up, it's off the front of the iron, no good. Rebound comes down to the Beavers. They'll bring it into the front court, go to Grigg. Grigg has an open look for three, rattles out, no good.
4 feet from behind the three-point line.
Hume brings it into the front court for the Bears, kicks it to Birch. Birch goes to Ewing. Ewing underneath to Warner. Good look. Warner pump fakes, no good. Gets his own rebound, goes back up with it, no good, but he's fouled. Good strong move there from Kaysen Warner.
Yeah, two guys on him, just surrounding him with their hands up. That was a strong shot by Kaysen.
5:39 left here in the first, as score is 3-1 in favor of the Bears. Warner at the line to shoot two. First free throw on its way, and it is rattling around. Left a lot of suspense on that one, but it is good.
Kaysen's living right. He got the roll on that one.
That one always gets you a little scared. Second free throw from Warner on its way, and it is good.
Nice. Nothing but net.
Good trip to the line there for the Bears, 2 for 2, and American Falls bringing the ball into the front court with Grigg. Grigg goes to Adair. Adair swings it over into the corner, back up top to Bolgan. Bolgan's going to walk with it.
Our defense has got them flustered right now. We're really playing good D, and they're making mistakes.
Inbound for Bear Lake coming into Anderson. Anderson with a little pump fake, kicks it over to Hume. Hume back to Anderson. Anderson into the front court. Ball's tipped, taken away by the Beavers as Grigg brings it into the front court. Grigg kicks it into the corner to Brower. Brower back up top, goes inside to Adair, back out to Grigg. Grigg's going to drive the lane with the belt high dribble, put it up, no good. Rebound goes down to Jack Hume. Great defense once again from Bear Lake. Score 5-1 here midway through the first quarter as Birch drives the lane. Ball's knocked away, picked up by Ewing. Ewing hounded and knocked out of bounds off of the Beavers. It'll remain Bear Lake basketball with 4:59.
Good hustle by Tay Ewing to try to get that ball, and he did. He recovered it, and they knocked it out. So
inbound comes into Anderson to Ewing, back to Anderson. Anderson to Ewing, Ewing inside to Warner. Warner with the pump fake, kicks it back out. Anderson had a look, passes it up to Ewing. Ewing with the corner three, no good off the front of the iron. Rebound comes down to the Beavers. That is Hernandez. Into the front court is Hernandez, as he's going to swing it back out top. And over in the corner for the three for the Beavers. It's up, and it is good, as that was Zach Grigg with the 3 ball, 4-5.
Good rotation that time by the Beavers.
As coming into the front court is Anderson. He kicks it to Birch. Birch with the belt high dribble, little spin move, kicks it back out to Hume. Hume setting up the offense, goes to Anderson. Anderson back to Hume, over to Ewing, inside to Birch. Birch, little pump fake, drives the lane, goes up with it wild, no good. Rebound comes down to the Beavers. Into the front court come the Beavers. Shot is up by Grigg, no good, blocked by Kaysen Warner. Rebound comes down to Hume. Hume flying into the front court, draws the contact. Shot's no good, but he's going to get the foul. He'll go to the line and shoot 2.
Jack did a nice job of going right into the defender, not letting him block his shot, just jumping right into him and getting the foul.
Looks like Hume had a little bit of a shoe malfunction there. Maybe a little untied shoe or something down there. Yeah, definitely an untied shoe.
I was impressed too of us. You know, we got back on transition there, and we were able to get the shot block at the rim, and then race down to the other end. So.
Defensively, this is the start you want from Bear Lake. Hume at the line, first free throw on its way, no good, off of the iron. He'll have one more. Substitutions here as number 10. There's 2 number 10s on the roster. Is that number 10? I'm going to go with Claunch here, checking in. And
he's the senior. We'll go with him.
Makes sense. His second shot is good. Timeout Bears. As we got 4:02 left here in the first quarter. Score is 6-4. It's going to be a 30. We'll take it here on the SVI Sports Network.
With the helpful hardware, folks.
This is your home for Bear Lake Bears basketball, live on SVI Media and The Wave, all a part of the SVI Sports Network.
Back to live action here at American Falls High School as the Beavers bring it into the front court with Grigg. Grigg setting up the offense with the belt high dribble, kicks it over onto the wing. Back up top to Adair. Over again to, that was Bolgan, as Grigg has it at the top of the key once again. Goes over on the wing, that's Claunch. Claunch back up top to Grigg. Grigg one dribble back to Claunch. Claunch is going to drive, free throw line, kicks it back out. Adair with a look, passes it up back to Grigg. Good defense here for Bear Lake. 5 seconds left on the clock as Adair kicks it. Grigg, 3 ball on the way, no good. 35 great seconds of defense there as Birch with a big rebound goes to Hume, goes to Ewing in transition. Ewing's pass knocked away, but out of bounds, will remain Bear Lake ball. Great defense here from the Bear Lake Bears. 3:20 left here in the first quarter. 6-4 Bears. Hume with the inbound pass, goes to Birch. Birch, little pump fake, drives the lane, puts it up wild, no good. No call there as the rebound comes down to the Beavers. Grigg into the front court, drives, floats it up, good. Good shot there from Grigg.
That was a nice drive and finish.
Yeah, just fundamentally sound basketball there, squares up and knocks it down as Anderson playing catch with Hume. Hume brings it into the front court, passes it to Birch. Birch with a pump fake goes to Ewing. Ewing puts it up and
that was really pretty. That was a nice pass and good finish by Tate.
Ball coming back in transition. Beavers fling it up, taken away. Steal there from Caden Anderson as Anderson passes it into the front court to Birch. Birch goes to Ewing. Ewing cross court. Ball's knocked away by Grigg. He's going to step out of bounds, though, as it will remain Bear Lake ball. Substitutions as number 43. That is Fred Murillo checking into the game. Coming to the bench is Sawyer Bolgan for the Beavers.
Got Austin Tafoya coming in for Bear Lake at the next dead ball.
Travel there, as Tate Ewing must have just taken one too many steps, and it's really easy to do. You just shuffle that foot as soon as you go to drive.
He's a lot closer than I am, but I didn't see it.
Tafoya checking into the game for Hume. Inbound for the Beavers, coming into Grigg. Grigg's going to walk it into the front court, kick it over to Brower. Brower Gets a screen, kicks it back over to Claunch. Claunch to Brower. Brower to Claunch. Claunch over to Grigg. Grigg inside, looking for a dare, knocked away, taken away. Tate Ewing gets it up to Tafoya. Tafoya lays up and in.
That was the speed of Tafoya taking over right there because he just broke away from everybody.
Speed kills, and what a great play there for Tafoya as American Falls bring it into the front court with Claunch. Claunch goes to Grigg. Grigg inside to Adair. Adair one dribble, back outside. Great defense there from Warner.
Jason really held his ground on that.
Swing out, Claunch for three, no good. Rebound up and in. That is Fred Murillo. Great shot there to recover.
That's too bad. We played great defense and just let the air ball be rebounded and put right back up.
Minute 37 left as Tafoya has it, kicks it over to Anderson. Anderson to Tate Ewing. Back up top to Tafoya. Back over to Anderson. Inside is Birch. Birch being harassed, drives, floats one up, rattles out. Good look, just a little bit short.
So close. Good strong move by Brox.
Back into the front court come the Beavers. Adair with it, kicks it to Claunch. Claunch to Murillo, back to Adair. Adair one dribble, puts it up and in, and that's a tough one to defend. That's just a good play.
Good ball movement, good pass.
10-10 here, 1 minute left in the first quarter. All square as Birch drives, puts one up. It's good, and a blocking foul. Count it.
Nice finish by Brox. Got the contact, went up, took the shot, goes in. That was awesome.
American Falls does not like that call, as it could have been. Oh, are they going to call that on the ground? No.
Oh, my word. On the ground.
We're calling on the ground here.
We'll take the foul on them and no point versus the offensive foul on Brock, so I guess we'll take it.
Substitutions here as Anderson and Warner checking out, replaced by Tyken Carlisle and Hume. As inbound comes in, working is Tafoya. Tafoya goes to Birch. Birch with the belt-high dribble, drives on the wing, harassed, floats one up, no good. As that's just good defense there from Murillo, as the Beavers bringing it into the front court. As foul there on the baseline, looks like it's going to go on Bear Lake.
Yeah, Tyken got there, but not quite soon enough.
That is a tough one, as Grigg in the game, actually. Number 12, Grigg. My eyes are great. No, that's number 10. That is number 10. My eyes are great. Don't ever doubt yourself. As that was Claunch drawing the fouls. Claunch with it, kicks it to Adair. Back to Claunch. Claunch over on the wing to Brower. Brower back to Claunch in deep three-point range. Back to Brower. American Falls very patient with it as Claunch has the ball. Kicks it back over to Bolgan. Back to Claunch to Bolgan. Over to Murillo. Murillo harassed on the baseline. Kicks it back out. Three ball on its way, and it's good.
That's pretty shot.
Austin Adair, that is just the athleticism of Adair extending the defense. We've got 8 seconds left here in the first quarter. Down to 5, down to 4, down to 3, down to 2. It's Hume with 1. Hume doesn't know it. Time is going to run out, and that will be the end of the first quarter. At the end of 1, it is the American Falls Beavers 13 and the Bear Lake Bears 10. We'll be back with second quarter action right after this on the SVI Sports Network.
Live coverage of Bear Lake High School sports on the SVI Sports Network is presented by Southeast Idaho Steel, a locally owned business making locally produced steel signs and fixtures. Flying S Title and Escrow, whatever it takes. Stephen Hammond Dental, local family dentistry. Gary Tusher CPA, bookkeeping, tax returns, and payroll, here to help. And by Lenhart Beverages, proud to support the Bear Lake Bears.
Our PT department is comprised of physical therapy, occupational therapy, speech therapy. We also have pelvic floor that we do. Physical therapy helps in multiple settings. They assist in the skilled nursing facility, the manor, the home health, along with helping out with both preoperative and postoperative. Make sure that you have the best outcome with your surgery and your way of life going forward.
On the SVI Sports Network, this is Bears basketball with Jared and Lisa.
All right, and we are back here at American Falls High School for the start of the second quarter. the Beavers going to start with the ball as we're back to live action as Bolgan brings it in, passes it to Brower. Brower to Adair. Adair setting up the offense, goes back to Brower. Brower swings it to Claunch. Claunch to Brower. Back up to Claunch. Claunch at the top of the key, going to drive, gets cut off, kicks it back out. Deep three from American Falls, no good. Rebound comes down to Kason Warner. On the three there, it was Brower. As into the front court come the Bears. As Tafoya with it, kicks it to Warner. Back out top to Hume. Hume fires up the three ball, no good off the front of the iron. Fight for the ball, and it's going to be a jump ball. Alternate possession should belong to Bear Lake.
AF with a 3-point lead going into this second quarter. Pretty proud of our boys to be right there with them. Led the whole first quarter.
Yeah, very competitive first quarter, and like we said, the longer you can hang in this game, the better. Ball comes back into Tafoya, goes over to Ewing on the wing. Ewing's pass deflected, picked back up by Tafoya, kicks it to Hume. Hume works around the top of the key, kicks it inside, ball is turned over. Adair with the steal.
A little too hard of a pass. That bounce pass went way just hard off the ground.
What a great pass there from Bolgan. Shot's going to be no good. Fight for the rebound goes to Adair. Adair one dribble inside, shot's no good. Foul on Bear Lake.
Missed shot, had a chance for the rebound, and Adair just out toughed us on that rebound.
It's just tough to defend that kind of athleticism sometimes.
Second foul on Tyken.
As Keach set to check in. First shot by Adair on its way short off the front of the iron. Keach checking in for Carlisle. And coming in for the Beavers is going to be Grigg. Coming out, Claunch. Adair with one more at the charity stripe. Shot is up, and it is good. 14-10 here as the Beavers have a 4-point lead. 6:59 left in the second quarter. Tafoya and Hume playing catch in the backcourt as Tafoya back to Hume. Hume's got to get it into the front court. He does just barely. As gets a screen from Tafoya, works nifty handling down the lane. He's cut off. He puts it up and in. What a shot there from Jack.
Shot by Jack. Nice job.
Score is 14-12. Bears down by 2 as Grigg into the front court kicks it to Murillo. Murillo kicks it back up top to Bolgan, back to Grigg. Grigg goes to Brower, back to Grigg, to Adair, to Brower. Brower fires up the three, no good off the back of the iron. Long rebound comes down to the Beavers, but it looks like there's going to be a foul on the Bears. Foul's going to go on 24. That is Tate Ewing.
Must have had a hold of him or something because he didn't get the rebound.
Murillo checking out, being replaced by Hernandez, and Murillo putting in some good minutes there for the Beavers.
Anderson back in for Bear Lake, too.
Back to live action here as, open look for three, passed up by Adair as Grigg with the ball in deep three-point range out by the Beaver logo. Back up top to Brower. Brower to Adair. Adair goes to Grigg. Grigg back to Adair. Adair cut off, kicks it back to Grigg. Grigg goes to Bolgan, to Adair. Back up top, Brower. Brower to
10 seconds left in the shot clock.
Brower inside Adair, 6 seconds, fires it with 5 seconds off the back of the iron. Great defense, and what a good rebound from Warner. Bears hanging in there. It is 14-12. Bears only down by 2, 5:39 left as Anderson goes inside, nobody's home.
I think he thought Logan was coming further across the key, and he didn't. And just got picked off.
Taken away by Hernandez. Bolgan swings it over to Adair. Back over to Bolgan. Bolgan goes inside Hernandez. Hernandez cut off, taken away. Great defense there from Bear Lake. Ball coming into the front court in transition. Up with it is Hume. No good. Followed by Tate Ewing. What a play.
Beautiful follow by Tate Ewing.
14-14.
Right
as the Beavers bringing it into the front court with Grigg. Grigg has it at the top. Goes inside to Adair. Adair to Grigg. Grigg drives, kicks. Ooh, good pass. Knocked away. Good defense there from Bear Lake.
We're moving really well on defense right now, shutting down those passing lanes and moving our feet. I'm really, really impressed by our defense right now.
Murillo checking back in for Bolgan. As Brox Birch back in and Tate Ewing coming back to the bench after some really, really good minutes.
Tie game right now, 14-14.
As back to live action here as the Beavers have it with Grigg. Grigg goes to Adair. Adair back to Grigg. Grigg in really deep three-point range with the belt high dribble setting up the offense. Goes to Back to Grigg. Goes across the court.
3 seconds in the shot
3 seconds,
clock.
2 seconds. Fires. Grigg off balance. No good. Long rebound goes to Tafoya. Tafoya double teamed in the corner.
Smart.
It's going to go out of bounds.
Smart play. Threw it off his leg. He was trapped in the corner there.
I think the Bear Lake defense catching these American Falls Beavers off guard. 4:30 left in the second quarter. As
important possession right here. We could take the lead on this possession.
Absolutely.
Need a good shot.
Tafoya, top of the key, shuffles his feet. One too many steps. That's going to be a travel. Quick turnover there for the Bears. 4:18 left in a 14-14 ball game here from American Falls High School. As inbound coming into Grigg. Grigg getting the call from coach, setting up the offense. Grigg jogs into the front court, kicks it over to Brower. Brower to Murillo. Murillo can shoot. They extend out on him. Goes back to Brower, over to Grigg. Grigg to Brower. Brower to Murillo. Murillo dribble handoff. Goes over to Grigg. Grigg goes inside to Adair. Adair covered by Keach. Falls but kicks it over to Hernandez. Back to Brower to Grigg.
Shot clock at 10 again.
Grigg goes inside. Hernandez fires one up wildly.
Nice
and
defense.
Great
again.
defense. And Tafoya bringing it into the front court. Goes to Anderson. Anderson in deep three-point range, slowly setting up the offense. Goes inside. Birch going to fire from the elbow. He's going to rattle out. Great rebound. Keith puts it up and no good, but what a play by Logan Keith. Rebound comes down to the
around
Beavers.
put back there by Logan. Just couldn't quite get it around.
Adair goes to Murillo. Back to Adair. Up top to Grigg. Grigg slowly setting up the offense. 3:16 left. 14-14 here. As the Beavers have it, kick it to Grigg. Grigg, deep three ball. It's good. Man, that is a deep three from Zach Grigg, and there's not much to
rotated
do.
a little bit too much on that one. Left him open.
Got 3 minutes left here in the first half. 17-14, Beavers with the three-point lead. Warner inside, harassed, taken away by Grigg. Grigg flies into the front court, kicks it to Brower. Brower kicks it back out to Murillo. Murillo with a pump fake, nice find. Great pass there from Murillo. Great finish by Brower. As timeout Bears here, as the score 19-14. We got 2:45 left in the second quarter. This is going to be a full timeout. We'll take it here on the SVI Sports Network.
Ready, set, 12 days, 10 venues, 1 van. Client presentation starting in 4 minutes. Living your best midlife crisis. Rerouting. There's go in everything you do. That's why Phillips 66 is there to fuel all the ways you go, go, go.
Visit USAVE Phillips 66 in Montpelier for fuel, snacks, and more. Live to the full with USAVE Phillips 66, where your convenience is our pleasure.
Bear Lake Dental in Montpelier is where kindness and dentistry meet. Our friendly, talented team have years of experience in providing compassionate service and high-quality dental care. Dr. Micah Himmerick, Dr. Monty Weston, and a full staff of dental experts are here to help you create a new smile. Visit Bear Lake Dental at 215 South 4th Street in Montpelier. Online at bearlakedental.com or give us a call at 208-847-0153. Bear Lake Dental, creating happy, beautiful smiles.
Your leader for live coverage of Bear Lake High School sports. This is the SVI Sports Network.
All right, and back here live from American Falls High School. Back to live action. Timeout taken by the Bears.
Super important to answer this 5-point run by AF.
Hume, deep three ball in response. No good off the side of the iron.
Yes.
Fight for the rebound, taken down by Murillo for the Beavers. 2:29 left, 19-14. American Falls. Into the front court comes Grigg. Grigg to Adair. Adair's going to fire a contested three. No good, short off the front of the iron. Long rebound taken down as Tate Ewing going to come down with a great play by Birch to save it as Anderson's going to drive. Euro step, go underneath. Ooh, good,
that was a good look.
idea.
Good look.
Just tipped away, taken away, as the Beavers have it going back the other way. Floater up by Klotch, no good, but there's going to be a foul, as that's Carson Klotch drawing the foul. Foul's going to go at number 24. That is Tate Ewing.
Right now, transition points are really hurting us.
Oh, okay, that's Gavin Adamson. We now know that. So there's 2 number 10s. May have been calling them the wrong one. So American Falls fans, my bad, but there's 2 number 10s, so what do you do? Substitutions here, as Adair is going to take a quick breather, replaced by Sawyer Bolgan.
This 5-point lead needs to be answered right now.
Yeah,
we got to get
crucial.
some points.
Got to make sure to finish out these last 2 minutes as strongly as possible as Adamson at the line. First free throw on its way, good. Good-looking shot there from the charity stripe, and that's going to extend American Falls' lead to 6, 20-14, 2:03 left. Second free throw from Adamson on its way. No good, strong off the back of the iron. Long rebound taken down by Jack Hume. Hume goes to Anderson. Anderson back to Hume. Hume to Anderson. Anderson pump fakes, goes into Birch. Birch back to Anderson. Anderson cross court to Hume. High pass. Hume has to go up for it. Comes down with it. Hume being harassed in deep three-point range. Ball's knocked away. Fight for the ball. Hume comes up with it. Goes to Ewing. Ewing cut off. Goes inside Birch. What a find by Ewing. Birch up with it, and it's good.
Strong shot by Broxton Birch. They're harassing us on defense and slapping and getting after the ball, and we just kept our composure, got it inside, and Broxton finished.
Chaotic play there, but it works out. Bears respond to the chaos. Birch gets the 2-ball and the free throw. Free throw on its way, and it's good.
Badly needed 3 points to get us back right in striking distance, 20-17.
Back to live action here with Grigg. Grigg goes to Bolgan. Back to Grigg. Grigg over onto the wing. Back up top to Grigg. Back over to Bolgan. To Grigg at deep three-point range. Back to Bolgan. Bolgan fires. No good. Good rebound there from Caden Anderson. Fight for the ball, and that's a definite foul.
And that we should be going to the line if I'm seeing it right. Or maybe I'm not.
No. Third foul. Got 5 timeouts left. It's kind of a confusing scoreboard.
It is.
It could go either way.
It's a beautiful scoreboard.
It is a nice scoreboard.
Just looking for fouls, and I saw that 5 number.
I need an athletic director, cough, cough, if you're out there listening, to upgrade. As a little bit of a pause here as we're trying to figure things out. A little bit of housekeeping going on. 1:19 left. Bears down by 3. Score 17-20 as Birch inbounds it to Anderson. Back to Birch into the front court. Goes to Hume. Hume to Anderson. Anderson in really deep three-point range. Goes back to Hume. Hume to Anderson. Anderson to Hume. Hume's going to fire away a 3-ball. Rattles out. No good. Rebound comes down to Murillo.
Good-looking shot. Thought it was going in.
Minute back left. Grigg goes to Bolgan. Bolgan in the corner. Works it back up. Goes to Murillo. Murillo with a good look. No good. Rebound comes down to Kaysen Warner. Tough work inside as the Bears bringing it back up into the front court with Anderson. Anderson holds it up, sets up the offense, goes to Ewing on the wing. Back up top to Anderson. Anderson being harassed at the top. Goes back over to Ewing. Ewing fumbles it. Gets it back out to Anderson. Anderson tipped out of bounds off of the Beavers. It will remain Bears basketball.
American Falls has really picked up the intensity on defense.
Yeah,
we just need to be strong with the ball.
Turned into a defensive slugfest. We got 35 seconds left. Hume drives the lane, puts up a little floater, rattles out, no good.
Really good, too.
Fight for the rebound. It's going to be taken down by Murillo, brought into the front court by Brower. Brower goes to... That is Adamson. Back to Brower. Inside to Murillo. Murillo down the lane. Good look there from the Beavers as Bolgan's going to short arm the layup. 16 seconds left as Anderson into the front court. Passes to Hume. Hume's going to drive. Hume's going to float. Hume's going to put it up. No good. Rebound from Warner. Warner puts it up. No good. What a tough play. 5 seconds left. Down to 4. Down to 3. Grigg bringing it into front court. Fires a deep ball. For halftime, he banks it in. That is a huge shot there from Zach Grigg as he's going to bang it home at the buzzer. Score at halftime going to be 23-17 as the Beavers have their halftime prayer answered. As we're going to take a 2-minute break, bring it back with some stats and some halftime analysis right after this on the SVI Sports Network.
Bear Lake Drug in Montpelier is your full-service pharmacy, including prescription refills and medications. Bear Lake Drug also offers services such as rapid strep test, rapid influenza test, and medication synchronization. Ask your pharmacist for more details at Bear Lake Drug on Washington Street in Montpelier. Visit BearLakeDrugID.com. That's BearLakeDrugID.com. It's your local drugstore and a whole lot more. Bear Lake Drug.
When it's time for a brake job, go with Napa Silent Guard. Built with fiber-reinforced shims and rubber-coated hardware that reduce noise and provide an exact fit for the life of the pad. Available now at Napa. Give your engine the attention it deserves with Napa Full Synthetic Engine Oil. Its advanced formulation delivers faster flow and temperature protection in the harshest driving conditions, elevating engine performance by helping it run cleaner, longer. Available now at Napa.
We take all the decisions and explain them and make it easier for everybody to understand.
We bring a uniqueness to it, and we try to make sure everything is positive and happy and people have a good experience.
People come in and sign the papers, and then they leave, and they're happy, they get their house. I like that.
When we hand you that deed to your home, there's not going to be anything that's going to come up later that's going to hurt.
Here at Bear Lake Memorial Hospital, we have the honor of having a great radiology team. They've been recognized at the state level of being the best in their field. In our radiology department, we are able to provide MRIs, CT scans, X-rays, mammograms, ultrasound, echocardiograms, nuclear medicine, and DEXA scans.
Live coverage of local high school sports continues now on the SVI Sports Network.
All right, and we are back here live for the halftime show, and the Bear Lake Memorial Hospital scoreboard shows the Bear Lake Bears down by 6 here as the score at halftime, 23-17 in favor of the American Falls Beavers. As I think the most telling stat in the first half is Grigg having himself a day. So who's doing the scoring today, Luke?
Yeah, so Zach Grigg for number 4 for American Falls with 13 points. Leading all scorers with 13 points. Austin Adair with 7. And then Gavin Adamson with 1. And Fred Murillo with 2 points. So, yeah, Zach's playing really well. He's got 3 3-pointers, including that half court at the end of the half, which was honestly, Nate, a very unfortunate last 8 seconds. We had the ball inside. Kaysen had a good look at a little bunny shot and didn't go in for him. They got the rebound, took a couple dribbles, and took that half-court heave and hit the 3. So, and it should be 19-20 right now, but because of that, what happened at the end, it's 23-17. Our points go as follows. Kaysen Warner has 6. Austin Tafoya with 2. 2 for Broxton has 2, and then Tate Ewing with 5. So we're pretty even. Nobody's really taking off. We just need to shut down Zach Grigg. Foul trouble. Nobody really in foul trouble. Sawyer Bolgan has 2 fouls. 1 on Zach, 1 on number 5, and 1 on Fred Murillo. And then on our side, looks like Tyken has 2. Broxton with 1, Tate Ewing with 2 fouls. So nobody really in foul trouble, but wish we could have got that last 10 seconds back.
Yeah, absolutely. The 10-second swing there, Bears could have gone into halftime with this being a 1-point game. Shot comes off no good, and the prayer answered over here for Grigg, as Grigg just having a great first half. I do have to say for Bear Lake here at the half, really excited in a sense, because if you remember right, last halftime over here in American Falls, Bears had 9 points at the half. It was 25 or 27-9. Defensively, looking a little bit better. 23 points at a half. You can take that. There's still a chance for you to come back. I mean, it's a 6-point lead is very much comebackable, for lack of a better term. But, 17 points offensively. Bears offense seems to be clicking a little bit more. Jacobson Mountain Air foul line tonight has looked really good for the Bear Lake Bears. They seem to be shooting pretty efficiently tonight, actually, from the line. Pretty excited about that. Don't have the exact numbers tonight, but I do know Bears knocking down an efficient percentage of free throws. And then the USAVE Phillips 66 3-point line been very kind to the Bears as well. As, I mean, offensively, they've kind of had themselves a pretty decent half. I mean, they've put everything together, and this is a really competitive game. And, if I'm Coach Trevor Ward, I'm going into the half saying we did what we needed to do. We've kept this thing as close as we can for the first half. First half is over, but you got to come out, take advantage of the second half, and just stay in it, because the longer you stay in it, the more likely you are to win.
Yeah, we've had some good looks that haven't gone our way. I always look at those little shots that could have gone in, that should have got in, and we have ourselves a lead right now. And I would agree too, Nate, that defensively we're moving well. When we get them just to play their half-court offense, we look really good. We've struggled a little bit in transition, and so when they get pushing the ball, they pass the ball well, and they've gotten a few easy layups. And I think, to me, that's made the difference in the game, along with a couple of threes here and there.
And we're talking about Austin Adair, and he's only got 7 points at the half, and you're
really
probably saying,
non-factor.
I mean, you're saying only as if,
Yeah.
I mean, 7 points and a half is still a pretty respectable outcome. But, I mean, this guy is the leader of this team, He's the heart and soul of these Beavers, and really, Beavers haven't been able to penetrate inside very much. They've really kept it together. I mean, the Bears' defense has been smothering, kind of shut the Beavers down on the inside. It's actually been pretty impressive. 7 points from Adair at the half. Don't get me wrong, he's having his he's going to get his. He'll have over 10 points by the end of this game. But you got to shut down Grigg going into the second half.
Right.
He's the one stepping up.
You can tell that coach has put an emphasis on holding Adair to limiting him to the fewer points, and I feel like that emphasis has paid off as they're trying to get him the ball. He's forced it a few times, and we've been real successful defensively because we're trying to stop him as much as we can.
Yeah, absolutely. Before we go to a break, I want to thank our sponsors for what could be the final broadcast of this basketball season. I'll give a quick rundown of our sponsor. Scoreboard sponsor is Bear Lake Memorial Healthcare. You can count on us to care. Visit blmhospital.com. 3-point shot sponsored by USAVE. Phillips 66. Live to the full, where your convenience is our pleasure. And our foul line sponsor, Jacobson Mountain Air. Heating and air conditioning for the Bear Lake Valley. Call 208-847-2665 for more information. Also, Gunderson's Ace Hardware, Ace, the helpful place located in Montpelier. Napa Auto Parts, that's Napa Know-How. Northern Title, good deeds done daily. Visit them at northerntitle.net. Bear Lake Drug, a drugstore, and a great deal more. Bear Lake Dental Care, where kindness and dentistry meet. And Simplot, committed to safety for their Bear Lake Valley employees and their families. Visit Simplot.com. Also, thank you to our mentioned sponsors, Gary H. Tusher, CPA, Mountain Valley Dental, that is Stephen D. Hammond's Dental, Lenhart Distributing, Flying S Title, and Southeast Idaho Steel. Once again, big thank you to all of our sponsors. Without you guys, we couldn't do this. I know I'm grateful for it. Have a lot of fun doing this. Jared and Lisa also grateful, as we've got about a minute and a half until the second half, as we're going to take about a minute-long break here on the SVI Sports Network, and we'll be back with some more action from the second half live from American Falls High School.
I'm Ben Olson. I'm an orthopedic surgeon and just joined Bear Lake Memorial. I'm originally from here in Bear Lake, graduated in 1997. Went to undergrad in Pocatello at Idaho State, went to med school in Missouri, residency in Ohio, practiced in Northeastern Oregon for the last 11 years. I'm excited to come back home. You kind of grow up doing a lot of outdoor stuff like hiking and hunting and fishing, and that's kind of what we would do as a family. Now, as your kids get older, your life is focused around them, so then you chase them around with all their sporting activities, and that's been a lot of fun. Probably the thing I love the most is taking somebody that can't find relief and offering them a surgical alternative and seeing the change that can happen. My goal for my patients is to earn your trust and take you through that journey and offer them some relief from what they're suffering from.
This is your home for Bear Lake Bears basketball, live on SVI Media and The Wave, all a part of the SVI Sports Network.
All right, back live with you here at American Falls High School, as I think I've got the Marsh Valley bug finally out of me. I haven't said that for a while. Just had to bring that up, unfortunately. But it's about the start of the third quarter here, as coming into the third, Marsh Valley with a 6-point lead at 23-17. Bears with a pretty good first half. We'll see if they can keep up that momentum in the second half.
Got to see some good energy again. Thought we started with good energy, and we got to match it right now.
Beavers going to start with the ball for the second half. Bringing it into the front court is Grigg. Grigg goes to Adair. Back up top, and Bolgan swings it underneath Brower. Brower goes inside to Adair. Back out. Brower in the corner, kicks it back up to Bolgan. Bolgan to Brower. Brower with an open look from 3. Looked good, doesn't go. Rebound fought for, taken down by Adair. Adair's going to go back up with it and put it in.
Tay had inside position, had the board, got it tipped away from him.
That's about the easiest shot Adair can get, too. He's going to make you pay from about that distance. As the score 25-17 as Birch into the front court goes to Warner. That's actually Tate Ewing. What a play there from the Bears.
Good pass from Brox and a good finish by Tate Ewing.
25-19 Bears keeping with the Beavers as Grigg with it goes to Brower. Brower in deep three-point range, sets up the offense with the belt high dribble, kicks it over to Grigg. Grigg swings it back out to Adair. Adair to Brower. Brower goes to Bolgan, back to Brower. Brower looks at the 3, doesn't take it, back to Bolgan, back to Brower at the top of the key.
Getting down to 10 seconds on the shot clock.
As Adair's got it, kicks it to Bolgan. Bolgan with 5 seconds, back to Adair. Adair, baseline drive, floats, kicks it back out. Bolgan fires one up wildly, no good, and I think they're going to call the foul, as that's a tough foul to take there with 1 second left on the shot clock.
He knew the shot clock was running down. He jumped into Jack and threw it up. Jack was even backing up, trying to get out of his way, and he jumped into him.
That's a tough one to take. Foul will go on Jack Hume. It's going to send Bolgan to the line. First free throw on its way up and good. As you just hate to see that. That's one of those things from a coach's perspective that will always make your blood boil just a little bit. A foul that late in the shot clock is the second shot on its way. No good. As we'll have one more, as it was a three-point shot. It's just a tough foul to take, but, splits the first 2. Third is on its way. No good, short. So rebound comes out to Bolgan. Bolgan flips it back out to Grigg.
Long rebound.
Grigg back to Bolgan. Bolgan with it. Whistle and foul on Birch. Didn't see exactly what happened, but it was on the floor.
Saw the American Falls kid on the floor, and then whistle blew. So
inbound comes into Hernandez, up top to Brower. Brower goes to Bolgan, back to Brower. Brower looks at Grigg, goes back to Bolgan, back to Brower. Brower swings it around the perimeter, as that is Grigg. Grigg goes to Adair. Adair had an open look, kicks it to Brower instead. Back at the top with Hernandez. Deep three-point range so far for the Beavers. Grigg dribbles around the screen, fires up the 3 ball, and it drops. That's a tough one to take, and Grigg on fire today with 16 points, leading scorer for the Beavers.
Good-looking shot, came off the screen and didn't hesitate.
Hume throws it away as it's picked off by Grigg. Grigg brings it up, pass underneath Adair. Adair goes to Grigg. Grigg fires it, no good, and that's just a case of one too many passes if you're American Falls. Rebound comes down to Birch. Birch goes to Hume. Hume into the front court. Warner puts it up and
Beautiful pass by Jack Hume.
Bears needed
really
that one and got it.
pass.
29-21. Beavers with an 8-point lead. Bears with it in the front court. Bolgan goes to Hernandez. Hernandez to Grigg. Grigg thinks about the 3, and if you're that hot, I don't blame you, but he kicks it. Adair for 3 instead off the front of the iron. Rebound comes down to Caden Anderson. Anderson into the front court for the Bears. We've got 5:22 left in an 8-point game. Back up top to Anderson. Anderson goes to Hume. Hume on the wing. Goes inside to Birch. Birch back out to Anderson. Anderson pump fake drives. Kicks it over to Ewing. Ewing, belt high dribble, one bounce, puts it up from the elbow. It's good. Tate Ewing.
Shot, elevates up, shoots that shot with confidence. That looked really good by Tate Ewing.
29-23. Bears clawing their way back into this one. As here we go. Bolgan with the ball is going to drive the lane. Kick it back out to Hernandez. Hernandez swings it to Grigg. Grigg, belt high dribble across the perimeter, kicks it over to Adair. Adair goes to Brower. Brower in deep three-point range, goes to Hernandez, inside to Adair, back out to Grigg. Grigg, that's not the guy you want to leave open. They don't pay for it this time. Short. Grigg with his own rebound. Man, what a hustle play by Grigg. Ball's going to fumble out of bounds, or are we going to call a foul? Couldn't tell. I think they're going to call the foul, as looks like Tafoya is going to check in and Hume's going to head to the bench for the Bears.
A little extra emphasis on American Falls screens right now. It looks like they're really putting their shoulder into their screens. I'm anxious to see if the refs are going to call anything on these hard screens they're setting.
As here we go, back to live action. Adair with it at the top, swings it to Brower. Brower to Grigg, back to Brower, cross to Bolgan. Bolgan to Brower. Brower to Grigg. Deep three-point range, just working it around the perimeter. Bolgan drives the lane, kicks it back out. Deep three ball on the way from Brower. No good. Long rebound going. Taken by the Bears as Kaysen Warner takes the ball. Coming into the front court is Caden Anderson. Anderson swings it into the corner. That is Tafoya. Tafoya back to Anderson. Anderson back to Tafoya on the wing. Back to Anderson. Anderson and Tafoya playing catch with it. Goes to Ewing. Ewing goes underneath to Warner. Warner back up top. That's Anderson. Anderson at the top of the key. Drives, kicks it, tipped, taken away. Tough one to take as Adair comes away with the steal. Adair in three-point range goes to Grigg. Grigg to Bolgan. Bolgan fires up the three ball. No good. Rebound comes down to Birch.
Not sure why Grigg gave that shot up. He's the hot hand. He needed to take that shot if you're American Falls.
Tafoya takes it and timeout Bears as Coach Trevor Ward's going to set up his offense. As let's see if it's a full or a 30 here. As it's going to be a 30. We'll take it here on the SVI Sports Network.
It's a full timeout, Nate.
Hi, I'm Dr. Reynolds. I work here at Bear Lake Memorial Hospital. I'm a family physician trained in rural family medicine, and then I also do sports medicine. I grew up in Provo, Utah, played football at BYU, medical school at the University of Utah, then did my residency at the Family Medicine Residency of Idaho, and then after residency came here. I love the beauty, the place geographically here. I love the people, and I love that there's a certain type of get-it-done person that lives here and thrives here. Really any sports me and my family love. Jet skiing, being on the lake, ATVs, power sports, that kind of stuff. I think what I want you to know more than anything else is that I'm here for you, that I take that duty to you very seriously, and I want to provide you with the information or the guidelines that you need to make a good decision, and that I have your best interest at heart.
Your leader for live coverage of Bear Lake High School sports. This is the SVI Sports Network.
Back live here from American Falls High Schools. That was a full timeout taken by the Bears. Back to live action as Tafoya brings it in, kicks it to Anderson. Anderson, one dribble, sets up the offense to Ewing. Ewing back to Anderson. Anderson dribbling it at the top, belt high dribble. Little shake and bake move. Gonna work it, kick it over to Warner. Warner at the top of the key.
Looks like American Falls is back in a man right now.
Anderson's gonna drive, kick it to Warner. Warner misses the pass. That was a good play, just not there. Grigg in transition's gonna float that one up and make it. Grigg is red hot tonight. 31-23 here with 3 minutes left in the third quarter as Ewing has it at the top of the key. He's going to drive the lane. He's going to pump fake, go underneath. Ball's knocked away. Fight for it. Taken by Adair. Adair swings it into the front court. That's Adamson. He's going to lay it up and in. And that is a momentum swing there for the Beavers. 33-23. Beavers up by double digits.
4 quick points there, and Bear Lake's got to answer.
Ewing, hands off. Birch. Birch drives to the elbow, kicks it to Tafoya. Tafoya to Ewing. Ewing mishandles the pass out of bounds, and that's just a few crucial turnovers that you can't have. Substitutions for American Falls, as it looks like Murillo checking into the game in for Brower. 2:32 left, and if you're Bear Lake, you got to clean up the turnovers.
4 turnovers to 0 on Bear Lake to American Falls right now in the third quarter.
Grigg kicks it into Adair, out, back to Grigg. Grigg goes in the corner, drives the lane for the Beavers. Shot up, no good, blocked. What a great block there from Caden Anderson. Ball taken away again by Grigg. Grigg having himself a day as going in, that's Murillo. Murillo pump fake, kicks it back out to Adair. Adair handoff, that's Adamson. Adamson jump stop back to Adair. Adair up with it and in. That's a great play there from the Beavers.
Pretty shot.
35-23, Bears got to get control of this game quickly as into the front court comes Anderson. Anderson to Ewing. Ewing, couple dribbles, hands off to Tafoya. Tafoya, hands off Birch. Birch looks at the three ball, decides better of it, sets up, hands off to Tafoya. Tafoya, 15 seconds on the shot clock. Ball's knocked away, picked up by Ewing. Ewing to Anderson. Anderson, little jab step, goes back. That's Warner. Warner has a look from three. He puts it up. He got it! Big three from Kaysen Warner.
That was badly needed points for us. Badly needed points.
Bears bring it within 10, 26-35. Back into the front court with Adamson to Grigg to Adamson. Adamson pass knocked away. Great hands there from Anderson. Out of bounds. Will remain Beaver basketball. But the intensity from this team, they are not saying die. Substitutions here for the Bears as Birch headed to the bench, replaced by Tyken Carlisle. All right, inbound into Grigg. Grigg goes to Bolgan. Bolgan works it around the perimeter, kicks it out. Adamson to Grigg. Grigg inside. Great play to Adair, and Adair's just going to make it.
Really moving the ball well right now. They've kind of got into a rhythm and exposing our defense a little bit.
We're at the minute mark here in the third quarter. 37-26, 11-point lead for American Falls. As Ewing hands off, as that's Caden Anderson. Off the ref, that was a nice assist as Anderson drives the lane, floats it up, no good, short. Long rebound goes to Murillo. Murillo with a great pass to Bolgan. Bolgan flips it out. That's Grigg. Grigg had a look, goes inside to Adair. Adair, nice spin move, loses it, kicks it. Adamson, 3-ball on its way, rattles out, no good. Rebound going to go to Carlisle. Carlisle's going to be fouled with 30 seconds left in the third.
Nice box out by Tyken. He had good position, held his ground, and the AF guy reached over the top to try to slap it away.
Hume checking in, and Ewing coming to the bench. Substitutions here for the Beavers as Bolgan checking out and Brower checking in. 30 seconds once again. Bears down by 11, 37-26. Inbound comes in. Anderson walks it into the front court with the belt-high dribble. Sets up the offense. Little shake and bake. Looking for the inside pass. It's not there, so he goes to Hume. Hume with 16 seconds. Hume jump stop, goes up wild, and I think they're going to call the travel on that one. Bears don't like it, as I think Hume thought he was shoved, but they're not going to call that. They're going to call the travel. 14.6 seconds. Inbound to the Beavers. Beavers bringing it in with Grigg. Grigg flings it. Murillo has a look, kicks it back to Grigg. 8 seconds. Down to 7. Down to 6. Corner 3 ball from Adamson. It's up. It's good. And we got 2 seconds. 1 second. Anderson fires. Ooh, wow. If he would have got that to go, I would have went crazy here. But at the end of 3, Bears down by 14. Score at the end of 3. Beavers 40, Bears 26. We're going to take about a minute break here. Be back with the fourth quarter right after this on the SVI Sports Network.
Ace is the place for the helpful hardware, folks. Ace is the place for the helpful hardware, folks. Ace is the place for the helpful hardware, folks. Ace is the place with the helpful hardware, folks.
Ace is the place with the helpful hardware, folks.
Live coverage of Bear Lake High School sports on the SVI Sports Network is presented by Southeast Idaho Steel, a locally owned business making locally produced steel signs and fixtures. Flying S title and escrow, whatever it takes. Stephen Hammond Dental, local family dentistry. Gary Tusher CPA, bookkeeping, tax returns, and payroll, here to help. And by Lenhart Beverages, proud to support the Bear Lake Bears.
You're watching Bears basketball with Jared and Lisa on the SVI Sports Network.
All right, and back to live action. And as you can probably tell by my voice, I'm not Jared. I'm JV Jared. This is Nate with you. Back again, bringing you the fourth quarter. Bears down by 14, 40-26. As Ewing with it. Dribbles across the perimeter. Hands off to Hume. Hume held up. Goes to Warner. Warner in deep three-point range. Goes underneath. Ball's taken away by the Beavers. That's Brower. Brower with a great pass. Blocked by Warner. Man, what a hustle play there from Case and Warner to get back. As Adamson had the look, Warner gets up and knocks that one away.
He was quick off his feet to get that block shot. That's impressive.
7:30 left. Bears still down by 14. Is Hume with it. Hume's going to drive. He's going to hand off to Birch. Birch going to go to Anderson. Anderson in deep three-point range goes to Ewing. Ewing working the perimeter, goes to Hume. Hume working the perimeter, drives down the lane, kicks it. Warner loses it out of bounds. That's going to be Beaver basketball. 7:16 left. 40-26 Beavers.
Yeah, tough pass to handle. Threw it kind of at his feet, but still could have got it. But
Gregg's got it in the front court. Goes to Adamson. Adamson over into the corner. Back up top. They're going to work it to Grigg. Grigg gets the screen, goes to Murillo. Murillo to Brower. Brower gets a screen from Murillo, goes to Adair. Adair to Grigg. Grigg, little crossover move, drives the lane, cut off, kicks it back out to Murillo. They got 5 seconds to get a shot off. It's Adamson. Adamson with 3. Adamson with 2. Drives the lane. No good. Good defense there from the Bears.
Bear Lake switched to a man defense there, and I think we caught him off guard.
Anderson drives the lane, goes up with it strong. No good, but he's fouled. He'll head to the charity stripe.
Nice drive by Caden. He saw a lane, took it up strong, got fouled.
Back at the Jacobson Mountain Air foul line, that is Caden Anderson. As for all your heating and air conditioning needs in the Bear Lake Valley, Jacobson Mountain Air.
Caden's so good at taking the ball to the basket when he sees that lane open.
First free throw on its way, and it is good. Bears cutting into that lead. Substitutions as Hernandez checking in. Murillo heading to the bench for the Beavers. 6:33 left. Bears down by a baker's dozen. 27-40. Still well within reach.
Yeah, a couple stops and scores, and we're right there in striking distance if we can stick with it.
Anderson misses the second of 2. Rebound comes down to the Beavers. That's Brower. Brower goes to Grigg. Grigg's going to take it. Timeout Beavers. As American Falls going to set up their offense here. Takes the timeout. It's going to be a full timeout?
Yep.
Yeah, full timeout. We'll take it here on the SVI Sports Network.
Our PT department is comprised of physical therapy, occupational therapy, speech therapy. We also have pelvic floor that we do. Physical therapy helps in multiple settings. They assist in the skilled nursing facility, the manor, the home health, along with helping out with both preoperative and postoperative. Make sure that you have the best outcome with your surgery and your way of life going forward.
Ready, set, 12 days, 10 venues, 1 van. Client presentation starting in 4 minutes. Living your best midlife crisis. Rerouting. There's go in everything you do. That's why Phillips 66 is there to fuel all the ways you go, go, go.
Visit You Save Phillips 66 in Montpelier for fuel, snacks, and more. Live to the full with You Save Phillips 66, where your convenience is our pleasure.
All right, back to live action here in American Falls. As the inbound comes into Grigg. Grigg goes into the corner to Brower, back to Grigg. Grigg goes to Bolgan. Bolgan drives, cut off, and they're going to call that a blocking foul. Blocking foul on number 11, Jack Hume. That's going to be his second personal, I believe.
Second foul. Yep, yeah. Second foul.
Second foul. First team foul. Not a lot of foul trouble in this game so far.
No, refs have let him play for the most part.
Inbound from the Beavers comes in Bolgan. Bolgan swings it to Brower. Back to Bolgan. Bolgan into the corner. That's Grigg. Grigg drives the baseline, cut off, flings it back out. Deep three ball from Brower, and it goes. Some nights you just can't miss, and the Beavers from the Phillips 66 You Save 3-point line, they've been pretty phenomenal tonight.
Back up by 16.
As Anderson with it for the Bears, he's going to go inside to Warner. Warner, it's knocked away, hands off to Hume. Hume's going to drive the lane, cut off, he's going to go up with it strong, no good, but he's going to get the foul. Foul is going to go on number 1, that is Sawyer Bolgan.
Things aren't going your way, you just take it into the hoop,
yeah.
Things happen. Jack just did that and got the foul.
Second personal, second team foul is Hume at the line shooting 2. First one up, no good. He'll have another one from the Jacobson Mountain Air foul line. Heating and air conditioning, and if there is a snowstorm in Bear Lake, you're going to need that heating tonight. Second free throw on its way up and good as Hume's going to knock it down. That makes the score 43-28. Bears down by 15. Into the front court come the Beavers. Grigg swings it to Bolgan. Bolgan going to drive the lane. He's going to go up with it strong. He's going to miss it. Adair's going to come up with it, clean up the glass, and put it in. Austin Adair, great at following like that. He's just a good athlete, smart player, as Bears bring it into the front court with Ewing. Ewing goes to Hume. Hume, spin move, goes up with it strong, puts it in.
Nice
That's a
move
great move by Jack Hume. 45-30, Bears down by 15. We've got 5 minutes left in this one. Adair Goes over to Brower. Brower fires up the 3 ball. Rattles out, no good. Rebound to Hernandez. Great play there for the Beavers to get a second chance. Brower goes to Grigg. Grigg goes to Hernandez. Hernandez back up to Grigg. Grigg to Brower. Brower to Grigg. Grigg goes inside to Dare. Back out to Grigg. Grigg to Brower. Brower fires up the triple. No good. Rebound comes down to Brox Birch. Birch kicks it to Hume. Hume's going to jog it into the front court, set it up, drive the lane. One dribble, puts it up, rattles out.
Just rolled out. That was a good take by Jack and just rolled right out.
Rebound goes to Adair. Bringing it in the front court is Grigg. Grigg swings at Brower. Brower to Bolgan. Bolgan to Brower. Brower in the corner, swings it back up to the top of the key. As we're going to set this one up, goes to Adair. Over, 3 ball on its way. Grigg. Grigg doesn't miss. Grigg is red hot tonight, and the Bears are feeling it. 48-30.
I'm always glad when he gives it up.
Yeah. Grigg, 21 points in this game. Fight for the ball inside as it's going to be a jump ball. Alternate possession going in the way of the Beavers.
Yeah, a lot of contact on that drive. I'm not sure what they were looking at, but
4:10 left. 48-30 as Grigg just having a phenomenal night. 21 points, leading scorer. As he's going to bring it into the front court for the Beavers. Hand off to Adair. Adair works around, kicks it to Bolgan. Bolgan's going to drive, kick it out. 3 ball on its way from Brower. Brower's going to put it home. They cannot miss the 3 ball.
Yeah, American Falls getting really hot right now, and not just one person anymore.
This is a tough time to give up a run like this. 51-30. Bears down by 21. Ball goes inside. That is Warner. Warner to Birch. Birch back to Warner. Taken away by Grigg. That's just a savvy play by him. He's going to drive it back, go coast to coast with it, put it up strong. No good. Foul on the Bears. 3:31 left. As foul is going to go on.
I didn't see.
I think it went on number 3. That's Caden Anderson. First personal.
Okay.
At the line, shooting 2 are the Beavers. First one up, strong off the back of the iron. Grigg can miss. He's human.
Needs to back up a little bit and shoot his free throws from 3.
Substitutions as Birch checking out, Keach checking in. As it's just nice to see that Grigg can miss a shot. He's just, him and Adair, man, they've had a phenomenal night. Second free throw on its way. He missed them both, but the rebound goes to Adair, and it goes in. So, although Grigg is human, I don't know that Adair is. As here we go. Driving the lane is Hume. Hume goes underneath. Ball is fumbled out of bounds off the hands of Warner. That's going to be Beaver basketball. Carlisle's going to check in for Warner here at this dead ball. 53-30. Bears down by 23. As here we go. With it into the front court is Grigg. Grigg's had the hot hand, goes to Adair. Adair to Grigg. Grigg to Brower. Brower back up top to Grigg. Grigg dribbles it off his foot. He's going to get it back, though. Grigg, little behind-the-back move to Adair. Adair to Grigg. Grigg's going to drive. Grigg's going to float it. I think he wanted the pass, but he lost it there. Fight for the ball. It's going to go to Brower in the corner. He's going to fire up a 3 ball, no good. Rebound's going to come down to Jack Hume. We're under 3 minutes here as Bears down 53-30 on your Bear Lake Memorial Healthcare scoreboard. Ewing looking for a cutter. Got to get rid of it. Goes up top. That's Anderson. Anderson's going to lose it in the backcourt violation.
Little pressure defense right there, and thought we'd get somebody open coming up top, and they denied. So
2:31 left in this one as the end is it's looking grim here for the Bears. Inbound comes into Grigg. Grigg hands off, goes across to Adair. Adair goes to... That is Bolgan. Bolgan goes inside to Hernandez. Hernandez hands off Brower. Brower to Grigg. Grigg to Brower. Brower into the corner. That's Bolgan to Brower. Working it around the perimeter are the Beavers. And when you're hot out there, why wouldn't you? As Grigg drives, floats one up. It's good, but he's going to travel with it. As could have gone either way, but... You know,
that ball rattled around on that shot too and fell in, so that would have been pretty dramatic if they would have called it the other way.
Hume into the front court, passes it to Carlisle. Carlisle to Keach. Keach, one dribble, cut off, floats one up, no good. Ewing with the rebound and putback. Tate Ewing having a great game. Minute 44 left as Ewing has 0.8 of the night.
We're still playing ball, playing hard defense.
And this has been a great season from this team. They really the improvement from this game to the last time these two teams have played. You've seen it. This has been a close game. Final score is not going to tell that. 3-ball on the way. It's up. It's good. That's Bolgan. 56-32 as the Bears season most likely comes to an end here tonight in American Falls. But like I said, this game, final score is going to look a little more lopsided than it was. Bears came in here, gave American Falls a good scare, and that's all you can ask for is on the other end, 3-ball up, 3-ball in, Jack Hume. 35-56.
Yeah, a lot to be proud of in this season, in this game. You know,
they're learning,
hoping for some energy, and they gave it to us and worked hard and played hard, and super proud of our boys.
It's a young team. They put on, they're just getting better. I think every game we've seen improvement, and that's really what you're looking for if you're Coach Ward. Beavers with it up top is Adair. Adair looks at the 3-ball, kicks it. Hernandez going to drive the lane. He's going to get cut off, kick it. Corner 3-ball, Bolgan. Bolgan's going to make it because that's what the Beavers do. I don't think they've missed a 3 in this quarter.
Yeah.
They are on fire,
59-35,
as they have gone on an impressive game-clinching run. As Hume goes up with it strong, no good. Adair with the board, knocked away by Hume. Hume's going to take it, and Ewing's going to pick it up. Ewing's going to drive. We got 15 seconds left, and that's going to be a push on the Beavers. 15 seconds left in the season here. Bears down by a score of 59-35. Inbound comes into Ewing. Ewing to Hume. Hume looks inside. Got 10 seconds left. They're going to go to Ewing. Ewing inside to Keach. Keach with 6 seconds. Keach with 5 seconds. Keach kicks it back out. Ewing's going to fire a little elbow Jimmy. No good. Rebound's going to come down to Bolgan, and that's going to be your ball game here. That's going to be it from the American Falls High School. Final score here, American Falls going to take this one. Final score, 59-35. The Bears going to come up just short. And like we've talked about here, Luke, the Bears put up a phenomenal effort in this game. Final score is not going to tell the full story in this one. I think the Bears deserve a lot of credit. I think we've seen this team evolve a lot throughout the years, throughout the progression of the season. And, they got a lot to be proud of. I think they came in here and absolutely scared this American Falls team.
Says a lot about our character, too. We had a lot of losses, but these boys stuck with it, and the coaches stuck with it. And I'm just really proud of how they've worked and improved and into the season on a positive note, if you ask me.
Well, this is a team that could, gets knocked down, but they can get back up.
Yep.
I think this team has shown that a lot. I think they've shown the ability to take their lumps, but they keep coming back, and they're fighting harder than ever. I really do appreciate all the work from this team. These seniors have worked their tails off for this team. Kason Warner and Logan Keach, those two have had great careers for Bear Lake, and I've really enjoyed watching both of them this season.
Big shout out to Logan and Kason. They're super young men and great role models, and happy for them and their season.
All right, and we got Coach Trevor Ward on the headset tonight. Coach, tough one to take there down the stretch. Seemed like your guys gave themselves an opportunity, but just down the stretch couldn't make the plays they needed to.
Yeah, I'm super proud of the way they ended the season. They easily could have just, coasted all the way out, but they showed heart, and they worked really hard to improve and to show that they're capable of competing at the 4A level. So
yeah,
we saw it the first half. We were right with them. We just are a little gassed tonight. We got some sickness on the team, and that affected us too. But all in all, I was proud of the effort and super happy with the performance tonight.
And we talked about that, the fight in this team up here on the game here. Really, truthfully, the first half defensively looked phenomenal for Bear Lake. And, the final score is not going to show the full story of this game. I think your boys showed a lot of fight tonight, and they have a lot to be proud of going into next season. I think the first half was really impressive, what you guys did defensively. And then on the offensive side, came out and really played a pretty strong 4 quarters of basketball. I mean, comparatively, a couple weeks ago here, we had 9 points at the half, came out, put up a strong showing in the first half, and overall, can't be sad about that. What's your message going into tonight's game, going into the locker room for these boys?
Tonight's message to them was teamwork. We have to work as a team, otherwise it's not going to work. and it starts with talking and just the synergy we can build together. So we've really been focusing on that, trying to slow it down on offense, look for each other. And I thought the last couple games we've showed great improvement, and I'm happy with it to build on that for the off season and going into the next year.
Yeah, absolutely. Well, Coach, I appreciate you coming up. I'll let you go talk to your team as, final game of the season. It's been a lot of fun covering your games. I appreciate all the work you do.
Yeah, thank you.
Yeah, of course. Coach Trevor Ward on the headset. Bears lose once again. Final score in this one, 59-35, as season comes to an end. As we're going to run over stats really quick. Who did the scoring tonight, Luke?
Yeah, for American Falls, Sawyer Bolgan had 7. Adair had 15. Brower had 6. Zach Grigg led with 21 all scores. And then Hernandez had 2. Adamson 6. And Murillo had 2. Over on Bear Lake side, Austin Tafoya with 2, Caden Anderson with 1, Casey Warner with 7, Jack Hume was our high point man with 12. Let's see here. Looks like Brock's had 2, and Tate Ewing with 11. So pretty even scoring for Bear Lake. Jack and Tate right up there, and then everybody else contributed well.
Yeah, absolutely. Hard-fought game here tonight for the Bears. Been a fun season following these guys. They took their lumps, but they've had a pretty solid season all around. I think we've seen the progression of this team, and I think going towards the future, Bear Lake fans have something to really be proud of. These young men worked their tails off all season, didn't give up, never said die, and I'm truly proud of all of them. And I really appreciate all of you guys listening, as this is our final broadcast of the basketball season. Jared and Lisa once again live tomorrow from, I believe it's Meridian High School, as the Bear Lake Lady Bears going to be taking on Middleton High School, one of the high schools. There's about 7, and they all start with M.
That's right.
As Bears taking on, it is McCall Donnelly tomorrow. Tip-off for that one at 2 o'clock, as those will be our final broadcasts of the season, but radio only on those. So basketball season winds down. Thank you all for listening and tuning in. Means the world to me. Thank you to our sponsors. Been a fun year.
Fun to be on the air with you, Nate.
Yeah, absolutely.
I enjoyed it.
I think that's going to be it for us here from American Falls High School. So until we do it again, this is
Luke Kelsey
and Nate Matthews saying good night, everybody.